my lords. Thank you, gentlemen. It's good that the government has realised that our road traffic laws are in a mess, because, of course, the cost, the human cost, the social cost of the sort of crimes that we're talking about, the sort of offences, are actually extremely high. When you think about the cost of deaths and injuries on the NHS, on the social services, the emergency services, we're talking about billions of pounds, and we really ought to understand that a lot of these, a lot of the causes are actually avoidable. I was once, when I first got onto the Met Police Authority, I went out a lot with the traffic officers, with the traffic teams, and one of the, I've told you this story before, but one of the sergeants said to me at the time, you know, if I wanted to murder somebody, I'd run them over with a car, because nobody could ever prove that it wasn't an accident. And this brings me to the word accident, which is something I really think we should not use when we're talking about road collisions, road incidents, and so on. It offends me deeply. It offends the whole road safety community very deeply, because the minute you use the word accident, you are judging the cause of whatever happened, and that is obviously unfair, because you have to actually look into what really did happen. Now, the most dangerous idea, I think, is that people who should be disqualified from driving being able to plead exceptional hardship. We've heard a lot about this. Exceptional hardship. What a misnomer. They are often allowed to keep on driving. And quite honestly, I think they should be feeling lucky that they don't go to prison, because a lot of the time it is a complete nonsense. I've read about a lot of cases where the judge allows them, or the magistrate allows them, to get away with, well, not murder, but certainly manslaughter at times, and it's obviously a crime against society, not to mention the families themselves. Any driver who's no longer allowed to drive is going to experience hardship. That's obvious. But the solution to that is not to accumulate so many points on your licence that you're a danger to society. Now, Lord Berkeley's Amendment 63 helps close this loophole that lets dangerous drivers stay on the roads. Now, I'm not sure if the noble Lord is going to push to a vote. I personally would vote on every single amendment in this particular group, because I think they are extremely important. But obviously, if the government is going to do a review, it will be worth waiting for that, providing it doesn't take too long and actually covers the sort of issues that need sorting. Now, Amendment 64 will help ensure people report road traffic collisions to the police, especially when injuries have been caused. Importantly, it also begins to fix that false assumption in the legislation that people are not necessarily responsible, and that, again, when you use the word accident, you suggest that no one is responsible. And so we have to change our language. It's incredibly important. We talk all this time about road safety. Road safety is the solution to the problem that we have. What we actually have is road danger. I'm afraid I completely forgot to say to your lordships that I am the esteemed president of the Road Danger Reduction Forum, which does an incredible job. Was that objections to what I say, or was that support? I couldn't work it out. And so what we should be doing is actually aiming for 0 road deaths. They just shouldn't happen. You know, the roads and the pavement should be safe spaces, and we do that by making sure that drivers obey the law. I mean, and pedestrians as well, of course. Legislation, I think, has to understand just how damaging bad driving and careless driving is. And finally, there are the 2 amendments, 65 and 66A, which would require a total review of road traffic offences and penalties. And it really is the only sensible way forward, and the only way for society to properly address the damage caused by car culture and start that journey towards 0 road deaths. So I look forward very much to hearing the details of the review, and I do hope it happens soon.